necktie. It's a really sucky position. Like, remember Sean, guillotine Sean? He's gonna do this. So the guy comes here, he tries to go deep half. Huh? See you later, bro. So, before you go. So he's going deep half, you stop him, you're gonna cut him here and grab this like this. Again, yeah. So he's cutting deep half here, and he's reaching to grab underneath here, right? You grab under his arm, you grab the back of his head, and you're gonna do what's called a power half. So you grab this here, and you turn him down. Boom. You see it? Your hand comes through here. You drop this in here, and you hit the ground. Okay? Mm-hmm. I don't want to tie up your shoulder. Okay. Let me get somebody up. Equal size. Franco, please. So he's looking for deep back. I grab the back of his head here, and I drag this into here. Boom. You see it? Lock up your darce. Sprawl. Okay, so this is the start to it. This is the entry. I'm going to show you how it develops into Japanese necktie as he defends it. So again, first the introduction, how it usually goes. You're here, you grab under here. Now if you remember, we have these arm bars here, right? Or we have the darce here. But this time here, you're grabbing this and you're turning him. As I turn him, guys, I'm letting him out of his half. I go here, boom. I drive that hand through, I darce it, and I drop on top of him. You guys see it? Simple entry. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. In his half. He looks to go deep half. I stop him. Right? I'm cross face, he's looking to pull. That's going to always make this vulnerable. I put my shoulder, I use my chest to push his shoulder as I grab the back of his head and hand it off here. A lot of times these guys aren't going to pull back. Whatever they're going to do here, I'm going to take my hand, cut his neck, and grab the gable. And now I lift my leg and drive him around. You see it? That gives me space to push his head and lock this in. He's already ready to tap because as soon as I go like this, it's over. You see it? I want his shoulder across here. It's like a modified different place arm triangle. You guys see it again? Who needs to see it? What?
I was going to ask, on that gable, do you want us to just get him to his side or actually flatten him?
I want you to get him to his side in order to keep his arm across. Watch what I was talking about. Half. He goes deep. I'm cross face. How many times do we wind up here, guys? I mean, a lot. So I get his shoulder across. I grab the back of his head. I decide, you know what? I cut now. Cut. I lift my leg and drive him through. He don't like that. I keep the shoulder here. I drive the hand through. I go like this. And I just go like that. Now, if he has his shoulder across his body, he go to sleep. If he has his shoulder up, he'll pop it out. No matter where his shoulder is, it's going to hurt him. He's going to tap. But again, this is just the introduction to the position that we're doing. So just do this one more time, and then I'll show you the actual finish of the Japanese necktie. Same situation here. The guy's turtling. I'm driving my arm underneath. Same way now. We just did the same thing, and this is what everybody messes up, right? Grab, same thing. And now watch what I do. I turn him down, and now I slide the other arm through. See it? I darce it, and then the most important part of the Japanese necktie is the back of his head goes into my chest. It's one of those things, guys, The top guy doesn't realize even a little how horrible it is on the bottom guy. Mikey? Okay. Frankie,
Isn't
please.
there a submission from that place?
Francesco. Huh?
Isn't there a submission from that place where you had to like grab his legs too? Or is that
Oh, yeah, you're running at his legs. That's exactly it. Turn the other side, please.
is that the same one, right?
Same one.
Okay.
All right, so we're here. Remember how we did it from when he was on his side? This time, arm under his shoulder, grab the back of his head. Karate chop, wrestlers call this either power half or 3/4 Nelson, most guys call it. Drive, boom. This time, instead of this hand though, guys, Japanese neck chop, that hand. Darces, and now this is what makes it horrible. Boom. Pushing, locking, and watch what I do with my chest. Can't even get there. Now let's say he's strong and he starts to run. I'm just running at him, just running at him, just running at him. He's gonna go out before he gets there. Ideally, I'm gonna wind up going like this, and this is how I'm gonna finish it. But rarely, if you have your head in back of it, if you have your his head in your chest, rarely will you get there. You guys want to try it? You want to see it again? Yeah. All right. You want to see black belt, brown belt, or any combination thereof? What makes the Japanese necktie so filthy is that it plays against all of the supposed defenses. So I'm here, maybe I'm looking to grab the leg. See how he grabs the back of the head? Every time that happens, the guy's going to sit up. He climbs right into that. Come back. You see what I'm saying? So the first thing here that happens is we're here, maybe we think, I sit up, he's dropping me down. You see that, guys? Everybody come up top now. As soon as anybody feels this darce, a higher level guy, he's going to either put his hand on the ground or in his hand. He's going like this. You see what I just did? I opened up that place for him. Come back. So a higher level guy, he feels the darce. He goes like this, opening the door. He uses his arm to lock it in, pushes it there. I'm going to start to push him away. And what that does is it opens up his body to put his chest in the back of my head, thus closing all the lights. So what makes a Japanese necktie most effective isn't just that it's a really powerful position from where it is, but it plays against all of the traditional high-level defenses that you're trained mentally to do that. You guys understand what I'm saying? So now, guy on the bottom is getting done. Defend in 5%. So a guy puts his hand, you sit up, watch him drop you. When you get that darce, broaden your shoulders because that's what you want. You'll see that. Make space for your arm. When he starts to lock that in, you're going to reach up and push your hand. You want his hips away from you, and he's going to slide around you like butter. And then once it's locked in and he starts chasing you, you're going to see the lights out. Okay? Again, 1, 2, 3. There's a couple of moving parts here that are inexplicable, right? And just like some of that other stuff we've been doing, darces aren't for everybody, nor do they work on everybody. That's just the way it is. This will be a higher percentage finish, but there is no there is almost no submission that works against everybody. Some guys are just are really hard to Kimura. Some guys you can't choke, so forth and so on. I mean, I've known guys that you can't heel hook. You know, you just their heels don't go that direction, whatever. So I'm on top of him here, and now I've got to get my hand all the way to the top, guys. Some of you guys are doing this. This don't work. If you need to, if you come over here, Brian. You take this shoulder and you put it in that hole so you can grab over the top like this. You see how I'm literally sitting on my hip? Sometimes in order to get that 3/4 Nelson, you got to do that. Now, is he going to sit there and let you do that? Believe it or not, most of the time he will, because anything else he does, he's going to make himself. Once they commit to turtle guard, once they commit to turtling up, he's waiting for specific things. Mostly what a guy in turtle is waiting for is for you to put your arm over here so you can grab over the top and fat man roll you. You guys understand that? This presents no delusion to him. This here, he's He can't armbar you. He can't do nothing. So most of the time he's not. Now, again, I can go like this, keeping the head, grabbing over the top. Once I've got this here, I come back up, karate chopping. I have to feel my knuckles in the back of his head. You see it? This here generally don't work in the middle of a match. It only works when you're drilling it. But here, boom. I'm here. Remember the two things we did? We can either do the Darce with this or the Darce with this. If he doesn't lift up his shoulder, I'm lifting his head and finishing it right here, guys. You understand that?
Yes.
But generally speaking, a higher level guy, he feels that, he's lifting that, he's making that, and that's when it gives me this. You see how I fell to the ground at the same time? I scissored my hands, and I just chase him. He's already out. See where his head's in the center? That can only happen from this position. Where here, he lifts his arm, I shoot through and fall. I lift his head and push his arm. Darce, chase, out. You guys see what makes this nasty? Mike, let me do it to you real quick so he can see it. I'm gonna do it just moving parts. He's here. Always head pressure when a guy turtles. Here. If I can't get, drop it and grab it deeper. My head stays on him for weight. My hand grabs here. Drop him, boom. He lifts his shoulder there, so I can't finish the Darce, no problem. I throw the arm through, fall to the ground. I lock his arm out with this. I stretch out as deep as I can. As I Darce, I chase, and he's almost out. Those two details, falling while you're Darcing, holding the arm out, is why this thing is so high level. It's really hard on moving part stuff, especially if you're a white belt, blue belt, even a purple belt, and trying to chain these things. Let's try it one last time. Thank you guys. 1, 2, 3.